Good morning, everyone. I hope my friends are all well and happy today. I thought today we would do a wisteria, one stem with some leaves. So I'm going to get right into it. I want to give you an idea of a little bit of an idea of how a wisteria looks using a light pencil. I have these a little cluster sort of thing at the bottom, and then a little vein that goes up the center, and ever so slight marks that go something like that. So not quite pointed, then up, and then your little marks here, and then you could have not quite open buds like that, or coming this direction. The stem comes fairly solid stem, something like that. Yeah, I think you'll get the idea. It's a little big, I think. I think I would have done that a little smaller. Maybe more like that. Let's say one's facing that direction, coming down. And they get quite a bit, the stalk gets quite a bit thinner as you go down. So something to this effect. And then quite sparse at the bottom. So that gives you an idea, I think, what it could look like. There. So I have very lightly put in my stem of flowers and very slightly gave myself an idea of where I want to put my leaves. So I'm going to come in with a number 5 brush and just get to it. I'm using Winsor and Newton paints, these student grade paints, and make a very light mauve from Purple Lake, and then we'll come in with a gentle wash here. And I'm using a gentle touch also here with my hand fairly close to the tip of my brush. Quite light. some sort of lifting forward, lifting up. If you look at the branch of the flowers, you'll find quite a few lift upward. Putting in some smaller ones here and there. Until we come down, we taper down at the end. So we have a little more than dots. Now you can fill it in, come back and fill it in a bit if you choose. I'm going to bring a little bit more up at the top here. Maybe another indication of a flower here. And there. So as I said, using a light touch, some very soft, I'm using Purple Lake mixed with a fair amount of water. Now while this is still slightly wet, I'm going to come in and bring a little more color into the base of the flowers. Accenting some of the smaller flowers with some darker color. So something to that effect, I think. Then with a smaller brush, I'm using a 01, going to come in and draw our little vein that comes up the center of the flower. Darker than the rest, but not, we don't want it too dark. Just a slight indication of a vein there. Marking off my some wispy lines from my stem. Now they also have very slight veining. It goes something like that. Third of the way up. touching this up a little more. I'm going to try to make some accents in Chinese white. I don't think this is going to show up much, but I do want a little bit of white in here. Yeah, that's not showing up much. Might have to come in with the gel pen. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the number 5 brush and bring in our, now I'm going to mix the same Purple Lake with a touch of Payne's Gray and Sap Green. Certainly not trying for straight lines here. Preferences with some crooked lines. Okay, I'm going to leave that as it is for now. Clean my brush and come in with some Sap Green and Payne's Gray again to give me a olive color for my leaves. The wisteria has quite, the branches have quite a few leaves on them. Fairly pointed. And then a branch over here. I'll make a few of these a wee bit darker. Now I'm afraid our wisteria has kind of gotten lost with the dark green of the leaves, so I'm going to come in and try to deepen the color a bit. Mixing a bit of cerulean blue in with our purple. Like, no, don't. I was going to say I don't want the brush to be too wet. That's a little better. Not quite so faded looking. Fill in a little bit on the stem, just because we don't want it quite that bare. Filling in our darker areas with a little more dark. So there we have it. Now I could easily leave that as it is, or I can come in. I think I'm going to make my branch a little darker. Keep working it till I get it where I'm happy. Few little stick sort of things coming off of the branch. Okay, well that should just about do it. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll take our tape off here. this is not a regular size for, you know, 5 by 7 or an 8 by 10. I just wanted it large enough for you to be able to see what I was doing. I would probably cut that down a bit. Trim this down. To make it closer to a 5 by 7. That's fairly close. And I know better than to try to trim with scissors because I don't have a straight eye. So, what I should have done in the first place, I will do now. Make sure I'm where I should be. And it's okay if your little painting goes outside of the paper. There we have it. Now a little bit off the bottom. I have such a crooked eye. I really do. Okay, I need to take a wee bit more off that bottom. There we go. Okay. Now we have it. Now that will pretty well fit into a 5 by 7 mat, which you can put into a 8 by 10. Frame. Now we could also come in and put a border around that, but I think I'm going to leave that just as it is for now. I'm going to put my John Henry here. And leave it at that. Actually, maybe I'll grab a mat and see what we have here. So I'm definitely not lacking in mats. I just grabbed a handful. That's not even a third of them. Okay, an oval mat might work. That could work. That's cute. Or maybe with a purple. Oh, that's really quite pretty. I think I would move it over a bit. Let's see. Yes. That works for me. I think that's how I would do it. Okay. Well, maybe I'll show you a white square mat too. I always think I'm done and then it's like, oh, okay, no, wait. Okay, let's look at a square mat. That works too. There we have it. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't subscribed, today would be a good day to do that. And yeah, I hope you all stay well. I'm trying to upload videos every Sunday. So when you subscribe, gong the bell so that you know when I've uploaded. So yeah, I'm trying for Sundays and the occasional Wednesday. So you can get your notifications and then you'll always know where I'm at. So have an absolutely fabulous day. Remember, today is a good day to have a good day. Bye for now.